I think of every piece of legislation I think I've ever considered, I don't know that it's ever been more lopsided than this one.
But first, the governor is saying he will not sign a bill to reshape how federal and local law enforcement would work together to enforce immigration rules. The legislature passed the Tackling and Reforming Unlawful Migration Policy Act last night, but the governor spoke out against it strongly this morning. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Bridget Ellison.
And I'm Justin Mormith. The governor spent the first 20 minutes of a press conference in Titusville this morning ripping the bill before saying flat out he will not sign it into law. News 6's Angie Casada has the latest.
Governor Ron DeSantis is making it clear he will not sign the Trump Act. The bill passed by Florida lawmakers aims to address illegal immigration, but DeSantis says it doesn't go far enough.
We don't have time for weakness. We don't have time for half-baked measures. We've got to be strong. We've got to lead the way when it comes to immigration enforcement.
The governor blasted lawmakers for shifting immigration enforcement authority from his office to the state's agriculture commissioner, a move he called a setup for failure.
Why would you give it to the agriculture commissioner? We already have agencies in place working under the governor's office. And, oh, by the way, even our most fiercest critics acknowledge we handle crises and emergencies very well here in Florida.
DeSantis says the bill will actually hinder law enforcement, making it harder for state agencies to work with federal immigration officials.
This is by design. They want to neuter the interior enforcement that we're already doing. Their bill would result in fewer deportations than we're doing right now.
Supporters of the bill say it aligns Florida's immigration policies with federal efforts, but DeSantis argues it does the opposite, undermining state enforcement and weakening existing programs like E-Verify when it comes to employment.
We want to strengthen E-Verify in Florida. They actually weaken what we already have with E-Verify.
The feds cannot do this by themselves. They have to have their local and state partners joining in with them.
And he's not backing down. DeSantis says he will veto the bill if lawmakers don't make changes.
Governor, will you veto the bill?
Yes.
Now all eyes are on the state legislature. Will lawmakers revise the bill, or will they try to override the governor's veto? We'll have to wait and see. For now, Governor DeSantis says Florida needs stronger immigration policies, and this bill just isn't it. Reporting in Titusville, Angie Casada, Getting Results, News 6.
And the governor wasn't the only one to speak out today against the legislature's bill. State Democrats also raising concerns about it, including the impacts discussions around it are having across the state.
Nobody wants open borders, but the anti-immigration legislation put forward first by DeSantis and then by the legislature will only make our economic problems worse. Our biggest industries are agriculture, tourism, construction, and all of them rely on migrant workers. And what are we seeing right now is reckless and rushed tactics that is causing fear and panic in the community. First, the legislature called the special session premature. And 48 hours later, we have an 84-page bill that would drastically overhaul how we deal with immigration in the state of Florida.
You can follow the latest updates on the bill. Go to clickorlando.com/politics.